What are some other ways that it's a gateway to like other sorts of, you said like spiritual heroin. So it's not just, you gave the extreme examples of like, not every single person's going to say, well, listen, like I understand I'm not going to end up in a sweat lodge. I'm not going to have these other things, but hey, I'm actually trying this and this is working for me. But when you talk about other forms of counterfeit spirituality, for example, we mentioned in the previous series we did with you, how everything tends to be kind of like, they're all stepping blocks, but you can always reassemble them.
Yeah.
Where does the law of attraction like take people in other ways, like spiritually, in ways that are spiritually dangerous?
Well, yeah, I mean, if you just peel it back again to where it's rooted in, which is occultism and Helena Blavatsky and Satanism, and when you peel it all the way back to that, and without trying to commit any genetic fallacies or anything, that's what it's rooted in.
Yeah.
So when you start participating in this, it's like trying to separate the spirituality and yoga. They're inseparable, right? So when you start practicing in this stuff, it opens the gateway. One, I truly believe, to the demonic. You're practicing something that is rooted in occultism. So that's one thing. Then what happens, I call it the secret cycle, right? When you first get introduced to the law of attraction, your whole entire life changes, because now you're like, what? I got to start thinking positively. Let me think positively. Okay, positive. And now you're this like more positive person. You're on a spiritual high. You're, thinking that the world is yours. You can bend the universe to your will. You're a superhero. You're thinking all of this stuff. That eventually wears off. Right. So when it wears off and you're not seeing attraction, you're not attracting the things that you want, you start looking for spiritual hacks, right? Like, how do I hack the universe? And if you go searching, depending on what spiritual guru you ask, they're going to have a different answer for you, right? Maybe you'll have to, all right, hey, you got to buy these crystals. Make sure you wear this crystal on your necklace because it puts off the exact frequency that you need in order to attract what it is that you want. So wearing it is going to affect the environment around you, and you're going to attract it. So, it can be as innocent as doing stuff like that. Like, all right, now I'm going to buy, these crystals, and then I'm going to align all the crystals in my house, right? So it starts off like that, but then what happens? That wears off. Right? You're like, oh, this ain't working. What do I got to do next? All right, maybe I need a new book. I need a new guided meditation. I need, what's next? Then when that doesn't work, all right, what's next? Let me go to this seminar in where they're teaching the law of attraction. Let me sign up for this law of attraction course so I can remove the blockages. Oh, wait, so I have spiritual blockages? Oh, now I need to go to get a Reiki session to remove the spiritual blockages. And it's just one thing after another after another. Once the spiritual high weighs off, you're always chasing the first feeling, right? That's why I call it spiritual heroin, because most heroin addicts, they're no longer doing it because they want to be high. They're doing it to avoid the bad side effects, but it originally started from trying to chase that first high that you can never achieve.
Right.
So with all New Age spirituality, it's spiritual heroin, because you're chasing that high, that spiritual feeling of essentially the ever elusive carrot at the end of the guru stick that they call enlightenment, and you'll pay whatever you'll pay to get it done. You'll see whoever you'll see. You'll do whatever you'll do in order to attain the carrot at the end of the stick. And it's all worldly stuff.
Yeah. What were some examples when you because you initially, you wrote the book.
Yeah.
Which that book, you're still working on getting that published?
Yeah, it's right now. It's being formatted, and we're looking for a March, like late March, early April release date. Hopefully we can manifest that happening.
Exactly.
Hey, thanks so much for watching that clip. If you'd like to learn more about the lies, deception, false claims, and the shady business practices of law of attraction gurus, make sure you pick up a copy of my book, Law of Attraction, A Gateway Drug to Spiritual Heroin. The link is in my bio or in the description of this video. God bless.